If there is a gap, you will go through the gap. You can't go through the monster directly, but if there's a gap in between the monsters, you will go through that gap now. Thank God. Oh, that's so huge, actually. You can teleport to checkpoints now that you've gotten, and not just waypoints. Checkpoints have been added to all entrances and exit zones to allow for teleportation, so even if there isn't a waypoint in the next area, you'll get a checkpoint immediately, and you can teleport instantly. Rarity bonus per rare mod has been doubled. Oh, shit, so they have to have more modifications on them. It's a trade-off. Monsters are gonna get harder, they're gonna have more modifiers, but when they do this time, you're gonna get more rewards for killing those more like modified monsters towards the late game or the end game. New PoE tweet. Oh, wait, patch notes. Okay, patch notes rundown. Yo, what's up? Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video for the patch notes rundown, be sure to check me out live on Twitch at SYROBE, and I'll be live streaming Path of Exile 2 every single day. And I even made this video that you're about to watch while I was live. Enjoy. First major patch release, we're gonna do a little patch notes rundown and see if they've been answering our prayers. Before I read this, number one, make the loot better. Make the loots have more consistent, high quality drops. I don't want uniques every time, but I'm tired of seeing all whites at the end of Act 3. Like literally kill 20 enemies and I only get whites. The drop rates of items are fine, but I want to see actually like improved quality of the drops, not more drops, just improving the quality of drops. Maps don't need to be smaller, but make it more rewarding. Put more rewards on the map and more points of interest in a map. Path of Exile 2, dodge roll changes. A lot of players have expressed frustration about being trapped in by monsters. While it is intended that monsters are able to trap and kill you, we feel that frequency is a little too high. Player size is now set to 0 units while dodging instead of 1 unit. Oh, so you can push monsters while dodge rolling, and your player size is smaller. So you can wiggle around and push them around, which is great. And then you can still be trapped. Yes, so you cannot phase, exactly. You cannot phase through monsters. If there is a gap, you will go through the gap. You can't go through the monster directly, but if there's a gap in between the monsters, you will go through that gap now. Thank God. We'll be deploying a following change to the patch later this week. Clicking on a checkpoint will allow you to teleport to other checkpoints. Oh my God. Oh, that's so huge, actually. You can teleport to checkpoints now that you've gotten and not just waypoints. Fuck, that's so good. I didn't even think of that. That's so good. Oh, that's actually really good. Checkpoints have been added to all entrances and exit zones to allow for teleportation. So even if there isn't a waypoint in the next area, you'll get a checkpoint immediately and you can teleport instantly. It's so good. A checkpoint has been added to the midpoint of the first Dreadnought area. Fuck Dreadnought and fuck the other one right before it. What was the other one? Hold on. No. Not because now this is personal because I hated that one in Act 2. I gotta call this out by name because I don't want to get this one wrong. It was the city. It was the, was it the Spires? The Spires? Yeah, that one sucked. The Spires, the top of the Spires, that was the worst map next to the Dreadnought. That was the worst layout of a map I've ever seen. The Dreadnought and the Spire were the two worst things I've ever seen in this game. I have not enjoyed a map less than these two. Both of those were like the most unfun experience ever. I hope they improve the layout of that map as well. That's great though. They added a guaranteed checkpoint towards the middle because it was like, dude, when the fuck is it the end of the Dreadnought? Item changes. Rarity bonus per rare mod has been doubled. Oh shit, so they have to have more modifications on them. You get more chance to get a bonus, that's good. So the harder they are, the more rewarding they are, at least. So now, if an enemy is harder, you have a higher chance to get something better from them, and the quantity of items is plus 10% more. And it increases the chance of rare monsters inherently having more modifiers as you progress through the end game. So, okay, it's a trade-off. Monsters are gonna get harder, they're gonna have more modifiers, but when they do this time, you're gonna get more rewards for killing those more like modified monsters towards the late game or the end game. That's a fair trade-off. I'm fine with that. I literally said earlier today on stream, I've been yapping about it all day. Regal Orb drop rates increased to 40%? What the fuck? Disenchanting of 6 mod rares to give 2 Regal Shards instead of 1. Okay, nice. Lesser Jeweler drops increased rate. Yes, thank you. Oh my God, bro. I think I have like 2 Jeweler Orbs and I'm almost done with Act 3. Hold on, let me see this. Let me look at my Jeweler's Orbs, bro. I've had 1, 2 Gem Cutter Prisms drop by 500%. 500%. That's insane. Reduce the drop rate of Chaos Orbs slightly as they are less valued so that it doesn't consume much of the rare currency. I haven't even got that many Chaos Orbs. What? I've barely got any Chaos Orbs. Is that just me? I swear I've barely found any Chaos Orbs. Like, ever. Lesser Jeweler's drop rates increase 33%. This currency, such as Exalted Orbs, increases. Nice. Increases the quality on gems to 5% instead of 1. This is crazy. So now you can actually upgrade the quality of your gems. If you don't know what that means, you can look in your game at your gems right now, right? And when you look at your gems, it literally will say, hey, if you press like Alt, you can see right there, additional effects from quality. So right now it's +0, but this will give me more range if I increase the quality. Then this one will give me wave width being 1 extra meter. This one will give me more stun buildup up to 40%. You can't see these normally, but if you press Alt on your keyboard, you're gonna see effects from your quality. This one doesn't have any effects. This one has up to 20% skill duration, cooldown reduction. Oh, and it grants bonus mana. That's great. Yeah, I don't think I've even gotten a fucking Gem Cutter's Prism yet, but now they're 500%, so I should start seeing more of them, hopefully soon. That's really, really good that they're giving more of those out. They're being more generous with that. Then we have the map mod changes. This is for like the late game content. We've changed all map prefix mods, but some example changes we deployed. Our rarity mods have been increased. Okay. More increased rarity. Quantity mods have had extra rarity added to them. We've removed the bottom tier of some mods, and you are much more likely to roll modifiers that affect drops or pack size rather than less useful mods. In addition, we've been identified some areas that are not being affected by the increased number of mobs packs mods as they should be. We'll be fixing these to work correctly. So it's going to get, what, a little bit harder? They're not being affected by increased number of mods packs, increased number of monster packs. So I guess it's going to get a little bit harder, but not right now. So this is fine. Monsters drops can be gold. Oh, no, I read it right. It's right. No, it's not. It's saying the unique monsters, no more than 50% of their drops can be gold. But they'll at least act bosses and map bosses will always drop at least one rare. I said that earlier. I said literally the pivotal bosses, like the bosses that you need to kill for an act, should give you at least one rare. I said that. That's so good. And map bosses too. At least guaranteed one rare. Thank God. That's all I wanted was quantity or quality. I don't want more quantity of loot. I just wanted quality. Click to move. The issue with using move only command was name locking. So often result in your character confusingly attacking in an unexpected direction while holding down this action. No, it doesn't. I didn't have that. I have only move. Move only was name locking. Confusingly attacking in an unexpected direction and holding down this action. What? Move only no longer name locks. I don't think I've had that happen. Endgame maps. We're making the follow. Rarity monsters now appear on the mini map when there are 200 monsters remaining instead of 50. Many maps have additional rare monsters added to them to make sure that there are a minimum number in every map type. Over the coming weeks, we'll be doing more map layouts. Oh my God, I just said that earlier at the beginning of the video. The worst layout of a map I've ever seen. The Dreadnought and the Spire were the two worst things I've ever seen in this game. Map layouts is what they're working on. Thank you. You don't need to make it smaller. I promise you don't need to make the map smaller. The map size is fine. All I want from you is make sure that the map layouts are a bit more varied. And if there's not as many dead ends without rewards. I'm okay with hitting a dead end if the dead end isn't like 30 fucking dead ends with literally 0 loot at the end of them. Like that's what gets frustrating. But that's fine. If you can work on the map layouts and make more rewarding dead ends, if something, I don't know, just like add even a chest, just like a fucking a rare chest or something. Put that at the end of a dead end, please. Just like, so I'm not just like, oh, okay, that was a waste of my time. Be like, oh, well, at least I got, I don't know, 100, 200 gold from that. Something, you know, like just something that isn't as frustrating. The maps do not need to be smaller. I've heard a lot of people say that the maps should be smaller. I don't agree with that. I think the map sizes are fine. The maps are just too big and too empty. There are very few points of interest, and it ends up feeling repetitive when there are no rewards or points of interest to actually feel rewarded from. The map size on its own isn't the issue. The issue is that there's nothing in it and nothing of value to explore in it, unless you're trying to find a specific thing like a needle in a haystack. Overall, though, full list of patch notes. Oh, shit. We got everything in here. Wait. Hold on. Wait. Campaign bosses after the first kill will now drop less currency items, replacing them with other items. Increase the drop rate of regal orbs. Significantly increase the drop rate of gem cutter prisms. Nice. Increase the quality by 5%. Nice. Lower the drop rate of chaos orbs. Good. Yeah, we read all this earlier. These are just the exact numbers. I'm just trying to see if I missed anything. It looks like I got everything here. Yeah, this should be good. Oh, the map device? I remember this one. I remember this being bugged. I think I remember this one being bugged. Yeah, I remember that being bugged, I think. That was funny. Permanently stop time freeze when trying to revive Chronomancer. Wait, what? It would freeze? Fix 3 crashes! Fix a client crash! Let's go! Holy shit. All right, dude. That is a great 0.10C patch note. That was amazing. It answered a lot of my questions. I think, what else can I want? What else could I want from this? I already said the layout thing. The layout does not need to be smaller, just a little bit more diverse. And if you're gonna put dead ends, at least give me like a guaranteed fucking like chest at the end of it. Just something that is like better than just a nothing burger at the dead end. Please do that. I will say, I think the problem that I have with getting one rare and getting guaranteed rares is it's still gonna be a fucking bow for me, right? Like, I know you can use any weapon you want in Path of Exile, like I get it, but the skill tree feels a little bit more restricting in the sense that, like, if I get a bow as a monk, right? All the bow shit is down here. I have to go way, like, out of the way for it. And as a monk, I kind of just want to stick with my quarterstaff. Like, I like the monk weapon. I like the quarterstaff. Its attacks are cool. I want to use a quarterstaff. So my problem is that you can give us more rares all you want. I don't care for the rare specifically. I care that it's not what I want. Like, look at my storage, bro. I got unique rare. I got another rare. I got a unique rare. They're all bows. They're shields, maces. I got this from a friend, but this was like a level like 5 drop. Like, this was like level 11. Like, it's so not worth it using. I got maces. I got armor. I don't need any of this, bro. I need evasion. I need staves or staves. I need quarterstaffs. I need fucking something, bro. I'm getting everything that isn't for my class. I think giving us more rare chances or more chances at a rare drop and guaranteed rare drops isn't really gonna fix the problem that a lot of people are having, because I've heard from a lot of players in my community and just around the internet that they feel very restricted in their skill tree, that they didn't feel that way in Path of Exile 1. A lot of people are saying that in Path of Exile 1, it made a lot more sense to just kind of go around the map wherever you wanted, and it was a lot easier to do so. And that this map, you feel a lot more constricted or restricted into your initial area. And the problem with that is that if you're going to restrict us, that's fine, but you should at least guarantee that at least some act, maybe final act bosses, will give you a guaranteed rare or something for your class specifically. Because I don't want to keep getting bows. I don't want to use bows. I already have my build going. It's a very, very strong, good build. And it's been carrying me solo throughout Act 3. And I just did the Chaos Trial by myself as well. I soloed it. Everything that I'm doing is fine. The problem that I have is that I'm getting all of this gear that I'm just not going to use. Could I use it? Yeah, I have the dex for it. I have the stats for it. But then I have to go out of my way to really get these bow points and projectile points down here that I don't really care for, because it's just going to be suboptimal compared to what I'm doing for my build. And I don't know. It just feels like if... The biggest thing I could say, just to end it off, because I'm yapping right now, I want to start seeing at least... If you're going to restrict us in this way and people are feeling restricted to their initial zone, then at the very least, allow final act bosses to drop a guaranteed, like, this is for your class. Like, you chose the monk. You chose monk as your starting class. The start of the game gave me a quarterstaff, right? So I know that it's already in there. The code exists. When I selected the game of the character at the start, it gave me a quarterstaff as my first weapon. Just do that and make it a rare for whatever act final boss or whatever the pivotal bosses of each act that brings you to the next act, and allow me to get at least a consistent upgrade going into the next act, rather than fumbling around crafting shit and trying to trade my friends or buy it and gamble for myself into thousands of gold into debt. Oh yeah, I'm having a great time though. I don't mean to sound negative, but I really want quarterstaffs. I'm not getting quarterstaffs. As you can see, I'm getting a fuck ton of bows and nothing else. If it wasn't for my guild, like my guild's just sharing a bunch of stuff, I got a really good quarterstaff for one of my guild members. So shout out to my guild, shout out to the community. Thank you guys so much for supporting me on Twitch and on YouTube. Appreciate all the love lately, and let me know what you guys think of the patch notes. Thanks for watching. I've been SYROBE, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.